Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Gamble Data Engineering. If it's your first time here, I'm Chris Gamble, and I'm here to provide the knowledge, information, and tools that you need to become an amazing data engineer. Today, we'll be diving into the fundamental concept of ETL. The ETL process stands for Extract, Transform, and Load. It's a crucial part of the data management process that every data engineer should master. First up is the extract phase. This is where we gather data from various sources. Those sources can be APIs, flat files, other databases, or even web scraping. The goal here is to gather the raw data from the sources to be processed later. Think of it as gathering the ingredients that you need before cooking a large meal. So, next we move on to transform. This is where the magic happens. This is where we clean, filter, and structure the data to make it useful. This can involve removing duplicates, handling missing values, and changing data types. It's like preparing your ingredients, chopping, marinating, and seasoning them to perfection. Finally, we have the load phase. This is the phase where we load the data into a data warehouse or a data lake. This step ensures that the data is ready for analysis and reporting. It's like plating your dish and serving it to your guests. All right, so now I'm going to show you a practical example. The tool that you're looking at here is Azure Synapse Analytics, and we're looking at a SQL script. This script, we're going to be creating a schema named staging. The staging schema is a schema that you'll see used in data engineering in order to load data from the data source into your database. So we hit the run button, and you'll see that the execution started at 8:13 p.m. You'll see that there are 0 records affected, and the total execution time was just over a second. The next step within Synapse to create a pipeline is to select the pipeline icon here. It kind of looks like you're playing Super Mario Brothers. So you click on Integrate, and you'll notice that there's a couple of pipelines here already. In order to create a new pipeline, click on the plus button. You'll have some choices here: copy data tool, link connection, pipeline. So we'll choose pipeline. From the Activities tab, we're going to choose the Copy Data node, and we're going to click and drag it into the window. From here, it's important to name your node appropriately. So here we're going to bring in some home mortgage data. As I've mentioned in some of my other videos, specifically the top 5 things not to say during a data interview, it's important to document. So in the description box, add your description for the copy data function that you're going to be doing. So for your source, we're going to choose a REST resource. This is an example. In a real world situation, you would provide a better description of the actual resource that was created. You'll enter in your relative URL. So in this case, you'll see that we have some options here that we're adding for filters to the API. We're choosing a state of New York, and we're choosing the years 2018, 2019, and 2020. It is 2024. However, I know that this API only has data through 2022, so I'm pulling some data from previous years. In our sync selection, you'll see that we have an Azure SQL table. Here, we're going to choose the schema, again, staging. And then for the table, we're going to say HMDA underscore data. Next, we could add another copy data node. In this case, we're going to choose on success, click and drag it to our new node. This copy data is going to be HMDA to foundation. FD is going to stand for foundation table. Again, you have the same options as last time. This time for the source, we're going to choose Azure SQL Table. Our schema is going to be staging, and our table is going to be HMDA data. Next, our sync part is also going to be an Azure SQL table because we're moving from Azure SQL tables to an Azure SQL table. In this case, we're going to do HMDA for our schema. And then for the table name, we're going to say mortgage data. Here we'll press the debug button and run our pipeline. All right, our data has succeeded, and that's an example, very simple example of your first Synapse data pipeline. All right, to sum it up, ETL is a three-step process. Extract the data, transform it into a useful format, and then load it into your data warehouse. This process is vital for businesses that rely on data to make informed decisions. Why is ETL so important? ETL ensures data quality, consistency, and reliability, making it possible for businesses to make informed decisions. All right, that's a wrap on our ETL process overview. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell icon to watch our future videos. If you have any thoughts about our ETL process or would like to see any other information in a future video, be sure to leave that in the comments. Thank you and have a great day.